Hold prompt entanglement. If you'd looked into IST or WMC at all, you've probably heard this term. Looking it up and not finding any videos has probably left you confused. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna help you guys learn how to do hold prompt entanglement. The first thing you're gonna want is a setup or progressed file. This is my progressed file. I have 4 shields, a bow, 2 swords, technically a sword and a torch, but really. This is where it gets important. I have 5 materials, 2 pages of junk food, aka food that I'm just gonna not use, the items I wish to hold, and my key items. To start hold prompt entanglement, we need to first set up invalid star. This is actually quite easy. The first thing you're going to want to do is create a manual save with this stuff on it. If you only need to hold 1 ingredient, don't cook all 5. I only did this as a demonstration so I can teach you how to hold things in each slot, because they are different. I recommend doing them in the top row because for me that's the easiest. But any of the 5 columns will work. Then you want 2 pages of just normal food, 5 materials that you can just throw away, and you need to make sure to manual save this. To begin, first quit to the title screen after you make your main save. Start a new game. Because we won't manual save in this new game, your old file shouldn't be deleted. Just make sure not to manual save. This also cannot be done in master mode, and has to be done in normal mode. You cannot transfer the invalid star between normal mode and master mode like you can glitch slots. If you're setting up glitch slots in one profile, it has to be transferred back to that profile. This setup cannot be done in master mode at all, but there are setups out there that can. I won't link any in the description. I'll leave you free to find those yourself, because I think this is pretty much the easiest method and the only one you'll really need, especially since you can just transfer the meal over to your main profile after.
Open your eyes.
Skip this cutscene.
Open your eyes.
Wait for the game to autosave, and then just wait for 45 seconds. I'm going to set a stopwatch on my phone in front of me. That way I know that once 45 seconds has elapsed, I can do the next step. I recommend waiting 50 seconds, because if you wait 45, but you just didn't wait, I don't know, the easiest way to put it is, what if you wait just under 45 seconds and the game doesn't autosave when you need it to? So I like to wait roughly 50 seconds, especially if you're counting in your head and you get the times wrong. I like to overshoot it just a bit. I'm pretty sure you're able to move around in this state, but I'm not going to, just in case. And we're still waiting. We're at roughly 40 seconds now. Once the timer has elapsed, in about 5 seconds, run up and grab the Sheikah slate. And that's 50.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Once the cutscene is over and the door opens, walk through, and grab one of these chests. I'm going to use the one with the old shirt. But if you open the other one, that's okay as well. This should save as a second autosave. The next step is to pause and load your main save. Wait for the game to load. And the next thing you want to do is make one offset slot. Now, as you can see here, the only item I have that has more than one are my fairies, which have 950. I don't want to use these, so I'm just going to buy myself... an extra egg. It's okay, we're going to get stuff back later. This is only temporary. Start creating arrowless offset slots. You only need one for this, so it's good news. You can use a verification item too if you want. You can see here I didn't do it properly. And my egg cracked. Okay. So I guess I'm buying an extra bottle of milk, or maybe an extra egg. I'll buy an extra egg. Okay. Let's try that again, guys. Oops. I forgot to hold weapon smuggle. Throw the bomb. Detonate it. Equip a shield. Hold the items. Switch swords. Unequip the shield. Don't crack on me, no. Alright, I'll buy milk instead. This is why it's pretty difficult doing arrowless offset slots with fragile items like eggs or... Please say I got it. Please. No. Oh, I caught them. Yes. Alright. So, just keep doing this procedure until you finally create enough offset slots to cover one slot. Jump. Remove the shield. Talk to the vendor. I think we did it this time, guys. Perfect. Alright. Once that is done, reload the second autosave. Wait for the game to load. Then reload the second autosave one more time. Again, wait for the game to load. And when you pause, you should see that your armor tab is empty. Your key items tab only has the Sheikah slate. And your armor tab on the right side of the key items tab has your old shirt or your well-worn leggings if you took those instead. Next, reload the first autosave. This is where things get weird. Pick up the Sheikah slate and wait for the cutscene to end.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Once the cutscene's over, instead of walking out the door like we did last time, just pause your game. You should be in the System menu. Press L, hit D-pad left, and you should go to an Armor tab with nothing in it, and your cursor should be on top of the star on that represents the Key Items tab. Press plus to close the menu, then pause again. Tilt the right stick to the right. Unpause, pause. Tilt the right stick to the right. If the cursor is still on the Key Items tab, congratulations. Hit System, hit Load, and you're going to see that the cursor here is actually missing. Hit right on your D-pad to make it reappear. Scroll down to your manual save. Hit right again to make the cursor appear. Then hit Load. If you did all that correctly, congratulations, you have just created an invalid star. What this essentially allows us to do is, well, hold prompt entanglement. I'll show you what I mean by that. You can see in the inventory, everything looks exactly as we left it. We still have our items, all of our food, our cooked food, and our key items. Except now, what am I doing? Now when we go to System, and then go back, you should see briefly a cursor on top of the Key Items tab. So go to System, then Inventory, and you should briefly see a cursor on top of Key Items. Next, we want to actually hold one of our items. We're going to start with holding food in the second slot. What you do is hover over the food you want to hold, tilt the right stick 2 times to the left, hit D-pad down, and go 3 to the right. Remember this slot for later. At a moderate speed, do these inputs. Right stick left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. If you did it correctly, your cursor should now be hovering over your 5th material. Next, tilt the right stick 2 times to the left. The cursor should be over Link's shoulder. Press D-pad left once, then 3 more times. And at another moderate speed, tilt the right stick right, D-pad right, right stick left, D-pad right. The cursor should now be over whatever your second material was. In this case, mine was wood. Flick the stick to the right once, twice. That didn't work. I must have done something wrong. Alright, set up the invalid slot. 1, 2. Back over to here. Oh, you have to tilt the pages faster. So go 3 pages to the right, then go 1 more page to the right, and you should be hovering over your food, but it should say wood, or whatever your item was. So let's do that again. Hover over your food, 2 pages left. Down 1, right 3. Left up, right left. If you did it wrong, you can just try again. There we go. 2 pages to the left. 4 times right on the D-pad. Right stick right, D-pad right, right stick left, D-pad right. Should be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it should still say wood. Next, all you need to do is click it, then click hold. Congratulations, you are now holding your mushroom. Or whatever it was. If you have the roasted bird thigh, you're holding that too. And that's it. That's all for item slot number 2. Next, we're going to do number 3. It's pretty much the same setup with just a few different inputs. Again, 2 pages to the left. Go down, D-pad right twice. set up the invalid slot, so right stick left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. Next, go 2 pages to the left, and this time, instead of going to the 4th shield, you want to go to the 3rd one. Then you do the same input, right stick right, D-pad right, right stick left, D-pad right. This time you should be hovering over your 3rd material, or roughly at the top left corner of the shield. Same as last time, go 4 pages to the right, click it, and hit hold. Now you're doing the same thing again, holding food you really shouldn't be holding in a situation where you can cook it. Next up, we're going to do the 4th one. This one's pretty difficult because it's a lot different from the other ones, but once you get it down, it should be easy. Instead of going 2 pages to the left, you only want to go 1. Go back to this slot and set up the invalid star again. So right stick left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. Mess up? Just try it again. Don't go too fast. I find that if you go too fast, it usually won't work. This time, hit the D-pad right 3 times. Then do the same input. Right stick right, D-pad right, right stick left, D-pad right. You should be hovering over your 4th food. Tilt 1 page to the left, so it's right stick left once, not twice, only once. Then, hit L, hit R, and it should say whatever your 4th material was. Mine was milk. Tilt the right stick until you get back to your food, click it, and click hold. Now you're holding your 4th food item. Next, we're going to do 5. 5 is the easiest one to do, so I'll just get this out of the way. Hover over your item and tilt 2 pages to the left. Go down 1, and then set up the invalid star again. Right stick left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. Then, just tilt the right stick until you get back to your food item, click it, and click hold. That's it. You're holding whatever your 5th food was. Finally, we'll do number 1. Hover over your 1st food. Go 2 pages to the left, go down, and go all the way to the right side of the page. Set up the invalid star, right stick left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. Then, tilt 2 pages to the left, click D-pad left once, then do this input. Right D-pad, left D-pad, right D-pad, right, no wait, sorry, I messed it up. Left D-pad, right D-pad, left D-pad, left D-pad, right pad, right D-pad. I did something wrong. Set up the slot. Hang on, let me check my notes. Okay, to hold the 1st item. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, hover over this item, set up the invalid slot, left stick, or right stick left twice. Once the cursor is on Link's shoulder, hit D-pad left, right, left, left, right. And now it should be over whatever your 1st material was, but it might still say whatever shield you were on. So to fix this, hit L, then hit R. Then scroll right, 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 and hover over your food. I did it too slow that time, so I'm going to do it one more time. 1, 2, down, all the way to the right, set up the invalid slot. Right stick left, D-pad up, right stick right, D-pad left. Next, go 2 pages to the left. Left, right, left, left, right on the D-pad. L, R. All the way over to your food. Click it, and click hold. And that's it. That's all you need to know about hold prompt entanglement. As thank yous, I want to say thank you to all the kind people who helped me make this video in ElDuende05's Discord server. I'll leave a link down to ElDuende05's channel in the description, as well as a spreadsheet with a bunch of different recipes on it. Just to show that you can cook all these foods, I'm going to do it one more time with the 5th one because it's the easiest to do. Although, because the game never intended you to cook these items again in the first place, it just turns out as dubious food most of the time. If you cook it in an actual recipe, you might get something good. Another thing to heed my warning is, only hold items that were roasted by a fire or have a 3D model. If you try to hold food like this, you'll end up crashing your game. I'll show you what I mean. So let's try cooking my toasty Endura shroom. You can see here I'm holding it and cooking it again. That didn't go well, did it? You can walk over and you can see, in fact, that the recipe is... Oh, that's not the right one. The recipe is a toasty Endura shroom. I'm going to use this one again just to demonstrate the 4th slot. Oh. You can see now that when I click it, it'll ask me if I want to hold it. But, heed my warning, clicking this will cause the game to crash. And you don't want that. Well, I suppose that's all for this video. Enjoy cooking, and I'll probably make more videos on IST later. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.